And we have Carol with Bargain Shopping.
Hi
Hope
guys.
everybody's having a good night. This is Posh Pit, if you didn't know it. And we're here to talk about Poshmark and all the good stuff that's that comes along with Poshmark. If you have any questions, put them in the chat and Sally will grab those and we'll answer those. Um, so we're just kind of here to see if there's any questions or talk about Posh, kind of see how everybody's doing with it. Um, and just kind of hash it all out. It's kind of good just to get together and hang out and I don't know. It sounded like a
Talk
good
about
thing to
sales.
do.
I have some stories about Poshmark. So
Oh,
yeah, me and my craziness. You know how that goes.
Go for it.
Okay, well, the first thing is, show number one. I mentioned that I didn't have an item and I canceled the order. And I said it kept showing up as unpaid, and it kept reminding me. So all of a sudden I'm like, I gotta contact Poshmark because this is driving me crazy. It's making me feel bad. Well, come to find out, that wasn't the case.
Oh.
It was another item back in November that I had shipped out.
God.
Oh yeah. So here I am looking at it every time thinking like it was the exact same. I sold something for like $12. So just say it was $9, whatever it was that I got pending. So I'm thinking it was the one I canceled. It wasn't. It was a necklace that I had sold. The person, they give you the thing, it got all the way to her house and then it stopped. Like the postman had it in his possession and never scanned it when he supposedly delivered it. Oh. So I finally figured it out after what 7-8 months now. So I contacted Poshmark and I'm like, you haven't released my money because it's showing, and I explained the whole thing to them. So they said, okay, they gave me my money. So I'm like, oh, great. It's finally that $9 is off. I kept thinking it was that canceled order. It wasn't. It was the one that never got delivered. So then I get a feedback from this lady saying, never received my item and blah, 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 like a bad feedback, bad thing, review. So I'm like, first of all, I would never want to hurt anybody, like feel like I'd give them $100 necklace. You know what I mean? I would never let someone feel frauded by me. So I'm like, I contacted the person. I said, listen, I didn't know it didn't get delivered. I just thought it was the guy didn't, the mailman didn't scan it. I'd like to make it right with you. I wouldn't want anybody to feel like they got ripped off. And then I contacted Posh by email, my famous email. And I said, listen, they left me a bad thing. And you said, you released my money, but I want to make it right with the customer. What should I do? How do I handle it? Well, they said that they saw that I had sent it, and since it was lost on the, from the USPS, they gave us both money back. Oh. Like they gave me the money and they gave her the money. They must have put a claim in with the post office or something, and they took her bad review off.
Oh.
Good.
Well, good.
I know, but yeah, and I thought it was one of my canceled. I thought it was a canceled order. It happened the same day as I got canceled an order. Like, what's the odds of that? So I was like, oh no. So I got my money back. The lady got her money back. So, whether she's mad about, she probably won't shop with me again thinking I didn't ship it, but I did, so.
Yeah.
Well, you made it right on your end. I think that says a lot to people.
I mean,
I would never.
You could have just ignored it, but you didn't do that. You went.
No, I felt bad. I'm like, oh my God. And like, they gave me my money back and whatever, and she wrote me a negative thing. Now they took it off. Whether she still feels like she got ordered something and I didn't ship it, that's another thing. But I can't control the post office. But I was kind of impressed with Poshmark, and they did it with within 24 hours. Like they responded and got it all rectified. I'm like, what? Like,
that's awesome.
Which I thought was great, especially being so old. Like from October, November. I think it was November. I forget the exact date, but from being so far. Oh, what but I just thought it was the canceled order. It kept staring me in the face saying, no, see, you canceled an order. You could have had $9 more. And it wasn't. Yeah. So take what I said last time out. Your money doesn't show pending if you cancel an order. It's just that I didn't get an order shipped.
Right.
But they handle it right away, which I was very impressed. I love eBay too, but when you have a problem, it's like pulling teeth to get customer service, and Poshmark has really good customer service, and that goes a long way, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, you've got to be able to get answers from, I don't like the fact that it's all by email, but maybe that's better. Maybe you get a better how would you say? Maybe you get better results by having the email, because it's not
Yep.
so, you're not waiting on the, I mean, there's been several times I've waited 30 minutes on, customer service for eBay.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And still hadn't, gotten a response or whatever. So maybe it's a better thing. So.
Yeah.
And my second thing for Poshmark this week, I was so excited. I got a bundle. So I'm doing all this stuff. I'm like, oh, yay, I'm going to give them a good price because I hadn't had any sales for the whole week. This was a few days ago. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to put this, give her a good price. Well, and of course, it was expensive stuff. So being crazy like I am and not crazy, by mistake, I undercut myself $100.
Oh,
yes.
no.
Yeah. So I'm like, so I only made like $43 out of the whole sale. I sold like a Coach purse. Yeah. So, but I honored it because as long as I still made money, even if I broke even, I would have still, so just double check when you do bundles that you don't do, don't do like I did, because the fool and the lady jumped at it because she was probably like, hey, before this idiot figures out that she screwed up big time.
You got anything else?
Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, a few more things on that. Yeah, so I didn't get, I got what I paid for it was a Coach purse. There was another purse that I got, a shirt, and this little makeup bag. But I made enough money, and $43 over my cost, which it wasn't as good because my Coach bag, you can make more money back, But,
oh, yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? I didn't lose money, and this lady's going to be happy. Although I didn't put any free stuff in with her. I'm like, I'm not giving her any free like necklaces. I'm like, no, she got some good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is my week of Posh.
I'm sure she was happy with that.
I just shipped it today. I just finished shipping it today. So
I'm sure she was happy with that price. I mean, she had to have known that she had got a good deal. She got a really good deal, so.
Yeah, and I'm like, but I honored it because, like, if I do something like that, but I still made money, but not as much as I should have.
Right.
But at this point, someone could offer me cost of everything I have. I'd say yes. Take it all.
All right.
I learned something new this
What'd you
week.
learn?
So if you're on your phone and you go to Poshmark and you're in your closet sharing, right? You can push the picture and hold it down, and it comes up with a little box that says like and share. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that either.
This is
that's what I do. Yeah.
Yes.
You hold it down.
Instead of, because what I was doing was
going into it.
Yeah, going into the whole page, and then it'll come up with, to followers or your party.
No, you just hold it down. You just hold it down and it'll pop up.
Yeah. I had no idea about that either.
Me neither. I've been opening up every picture and going to the share thing. So that's a lot faster on your phone if you're on your phone doing it.
Well, let me look here and see, because I didn't think that you had to actually do that. Let me look here.
Oh.
Give me a minute. Let's see.
Because see, what I would normally do is I would click on the item. And then up here where it says, it has the share button, the the arrows in the circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I would usually push, and then have to go back to the closet, do it, do my back button to go back to the closet to go share more stuff.
Right.
But now I could just click on that, do that, go to followers, and then it takes me right back to my closet. So it's so much simpler.
Huh. Okay.
So much simpler.
Cool.
No, Maggie.
Dwayne's asking Dwayne's asking Valerie if you're a Posh ambassador. She's a Posh ambassador, right, Valerie?
I made Posh ambassador 3 weeks after I joined.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dwayne was asking.
Yep.
Oh.
I am.
Sally already answered it. Sorry, Sally already answered it. I'm just a little slow with the chat. My thing's just, it's buffering. So
I got it.
Sally's
forget
on
it. I know. So I'm answering questions someone asked like 10 minutes ago. Oh Lord.
So
let me do some quick shout outs here. So we got Swamp Picker, Maggie Doodle, Grandma Wrinkles, Cindy Rosen. Thank you for the compliment. Dwayne, Thelma Thrift, Shantae, Summer, Junk Lady. Let's see who else we got here. We got Val from Texas. And Karen's at the beach. Hello, Karen.
Don't forget Eric Dominic. He's here to learn.
Where's he at? I didn't even see. Oh, there he is. Eric. Glad you could make it in here. All right. I'm glad you got it. And there's Amelia. I seen your video this afternoon. No, it was this morning after the show. I seen that. Watching you from car headed to Niagara Falls. Ooh, you're lucky.
Niagara Falls is nice.
Never been there.
I do want to go there.
It's beautiful if you go stay on the Canadian side, not the American side.
Why is it different?
Because the American side is not nice. Yeah, the view, and it's not, the area around it is not as nice. It's built up on the Canadian side, and they have nice big hotels, and you can see like the Horseshoe Falls, which is Canadian side, and the American Falls.
Oh.
There is a nice hotel on the American side, but it's further out. It's like not, it's not, like I stayed in a big tall hotel right near the Horseshoe Falls. So if I looked out the window, I was watching the falls go down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I could have sat there all day. And then they had this little vent so you could actually hear it if you wanted to hear it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I bet that would be amazing.
Nice. Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. Like I'm into scenery. If you're into scenery, and then down on the Canadian side, they have all like wax museums and that sort of thing.
Oh wow! Do you have to have?
Princess Casserole just did passport. Oh
yeah, you have to have a passport, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like a driver's license wouldn't work, right?
No, you need a passport.
Karen says she's doing Made of the Mist, and Bridget gave them.
If I ever tell you, well, Princess Casserole did a thing. She lives right near there, so she's in like a town over. So she did a little video of it. But I went, and Brian is a morning person. Let me just tell you this quick story. It has nothing to do with Posh. Sorry, guys, but
you're fine. You're fine.
Yeah, we go, and it takes us like 9 hours to get there. So we got there. We were exhausted. We spent a couple days there. Whatever. We had a good time. It was great. We were ready to go home. Well, Brian is a morning person. He's up at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock. He's up in the morning. Like I go to bed around 1, 2 o'clock. We pass each other at night. So we're on vacation. He drives. So whenever he wants to leave, he just wakes me up and I roll out of bed and I go the way I look. So we're on the road. He has everything in the car. I just roll out of bed and I have clothes on. I mean, I'm just saying, like I put sweatpants or whatever I had on, right? So we go to the border. Well, we're the only ones. Well, they had nothing else to do, number one. And number two, they're asking, like, why are you leaving? Like, what other idiots would leave at 4 o'clock in the morning unless you had something to, like, they thought we were like sneaking something over. And then, I'm like, oh my, yeah. And Brian, I think Brian had like a cigar or something. He's like, oh my God, if they ask her about a cigar, Carol's going to spill it. She's going to spill it because I had this thing with authority. I'd be like, if they said, do you have any cigars? I'd be like, all right, in the back, in the suitcase, you know. I'm like really bad. So he's like, oh my God. And then they're like, do you have any open food? And I'm like, oh my God, I have a bag of open chips. I was panicking, right? They're like, no, we don't mean that.
Oh my God.
The guy finally just go ahead through. But they made you feel like, he's like, Carol, can I see you? Like you have to look at him in the face. Like, really? Like, all right, I'm a middle-aged fat girl. Like, you think I'm really like trying to bring drugs over at 4 a.m.? And I'm like, oh my God. I felt like a criminal. I did feel like a criminal though. I felt awful. I'm like, oh my God. So don't leave at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. I do need to get my my passport. That is something that I need to do.
Karen says she forgot her passport. They had to turn around and go home. Puppy was active.
No.
That sucks.
It's just one of those things. You get to spend more time with your husband, right? More time in the car with the husband. Yeah, that's what every wife wants, right? Okay, so another question. So if someone, let's see, if someone, the same person, hearts a bunch of your things, do you offer them a discount on each item, or is there a way for the seller to offer a bundle deal? Or is the buyer the only person that can do the bundle? So the buyer is the only person that can do the bundle. But you can send them a message saying, hey, I noticed that you hearted, you liked a lot of items, several items. If you want a better discounted price, because you could go through and do offer to likers and do that way, but it just gives them a better, a better price altogether, a better discount. And just send them a message and kind of leave it up to them. Of course, your fingers are crossed that they do go ahead and bundle it, but you know, that's how I would do that. And that's a good way to get a nice big sale and get rid of a lot of items too. So, what were you going to say, Sally?
Oh, I missed Glenn.
He wants to know how to share new people.
Yeah.
Okay.
How to share new people.
Okay, so like new closets. If it's new closets, you're going to go on your phone. Because I guess you could, I don't know if you can do it on the desktop or not.
People.
Because I only know how to do it on the phone. But
I
you'll
only
go
do it on the phone too.
That's where I do it too.
Let me do this then.
I'm looking on the desktop, but
I'll show
I'm gonna look at my desktop and see.
On the phone.
New closets. New closets. Is that what he's looking for?
Yeah. So new people.
Okay.
So, okay. I'm going to show you on my phone. Wish I had one of those little gadgets like Kathy has where she can pull her cell phone up and do all that good stuff. But anyway, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to find people. And then there's several ways that you can find new people. So you can find new people in your area by going to My City. And you just put your city like in the little thing there, and you'll just put your city, and so you can find people that are in your area and you can follow them, and then you can go to new people, and so up here at the top it'll say fresh closets or just joined. You can pick either one of those and just follow those people. So at least you'll get new people coming on. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Kind of hard to see.
So just fresh closets or just joined. And there's other, you can go by brands. You can find Facebook groups. You can go through your, contacts. So there's a lot of different ways that you can find new friends. Now, one thing that I did when I was following a lot of people is I would go down a little bit further and I would connect with the Posh ambassadors.
Move your phone over that way a little bit. There you go.
The people that are Posh ambassadors, I would follow every one of them. And that is one of the perks of being a Posh ambassador, is that you have a lot of people following you, because a lot of people are doing that same thing where they're going, to that area, and they're following the Posh ambassadors. Just because, I mean, if they're already a Posh ambassador, they know what, number one, they're probably going to have lots of followers. So I had this thing where I would go to the Posh ambassadors, and then I would look at what they were following or who they were following. I'd follow all of them. I'd follow all their followers. I mean, I was just a following crazy person. But so that's how you do it.
But you got an ambassador in 3 weeks doing that too.
Yep.
You followed people and shared and listed.
The thing that really helped me was I was on the first week that I went to Posh. I was on vacation, and I had a store, I had a closet, but I put everything on vacation mode, so I wasn't doing anything. So if I was bored, or if I was just sitting around or whatever, that's what I would do. I would be following, and so it kind of filled the time. So I hope that answered your question.
I can't find out how to do that on the desktop yet.
Okay.
I think we thought we couldn't do that last time. I think someone asked that question, and because it was started as an app, so I don't think the desktop has as much.
Oh, I see. So maybe they just have
right
and hard to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Summer, she has a question. Someone left a note on one of my items saying it was a host pick, which is awesome. And other than thanking her, is there anything else I was supposed to do? Basically, I believe, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but a host pick is where somebody is hosting a party, and they go through and they see a good picture that basically, that they like, and they choose you to be the host pick. And basically that picture is going to be showcased during the party. That's what I think it is. I may be wrong, but that's
no, you're right.
That's what I think it is.
When you go into the parties, they have everybody puts their own stuff, but then there's a section of saying host picks only. So people that wanted to see the best of the best, because the hosts try to pick the better items. So it's actually good to have. I've never had anything picked. So what is that saying? My stuff is awful.
No, don't.
But so that's a good thing. You get a lot of viewers. People just go. Some people just like the hardcore poshes just go into the host picks. So that's a good place to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so you probably got a lot. More than likely, you probably got a lot of views and follows and everything. Just from that pick being picked. So that's
great. Did she sell the item? That'd be interesting to see if she sold it.
Did you sell it, Summer?
Toby, stop.
I mean, that would be awesome. Let's see.
I've heard another one in there.
I don't see her. Nope, it didn't sell.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but I'm sure it probably gave you some views, and maybe somebody put you on as a like. So that's good. Thelma Thrift. Have any of you been asked to validate other Poshers listings? For example, authentic items or non-supported listings. I get it often and enjoy it. Nope.
Me either.
Never been asked to do. I don't. I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't do it. Just because I don't deal in a lot of really high end stuff that needs to be authenticated. I know what to look for. Like in a purse, in a handbag or something like that. But I would never do that for someone else because I wouldn't want to risk them getting in trouble. I wouldn't want that responsibility, I guess you could say.
Right.
Now there are people out there like Carol. She could probably authenticate a handbag because why do you give me that look for?
No, I cannot.
But well that sorry.
Don't leave.
Hey, what happened? Carol, come back. I won't do that again. She got mad at me now. She's like, screw this.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny. She'll be back. Hopefully. I'm sure she'll be back.
She could authenticate Tiger's Eye. Yeah. She definitely could.
Yep. So, that's the thing is I mean, I just wouldn't do that. There you are. I thought,
Yeah,
oh
I
my
don't know.
God.
My phone just kicked me off. It must be getting hot. It's like really hot here, so my phone might be getting hot.
Huh.
I don't know. It just kicked me off. Either that or you did it. Val, you're like, yeah, you're not gonna authenticate. You're gone.
She goes, I'm sorry, I won't ask you that no more.
I was like, oh my God. I scared her off and she was like,
No.
I ain't dealing with you guys.
I was in the middle of talking. I didn't even realize it.
But, I think that.
Oh, Thelma's saying they ask you to agree or disagree with the contention. The items have already been flagged. So someone must have flagged them. She's probably just like a double check, like if someone put something that's not, like just say used makeup or something that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But I do know enough. I do know, like, you can kind of tell to the degree of like cheap purses or knockoffs and stuff like that. But a lot of times you can tell there's, the threading, the different things on it. But
yeah, I would probably, I would feel comfortable doing that. I wouldn't mind doing that for somebody.
Yeah, they probably send it as like a double check if someone flags it just to make sure. So like two sets of eyes on it, which is pretty good, I think.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Junk Lady says, how do you insert the pictures? For example, one for jewelry, followed by your listings, then women's, followed by the women's listing. So like the pictures that say jewelry, and so you just make those pictures, and you have to actually put them as a sale item. So you have to make a listing for that, but you just put yeah, I think it's I don't know if you can put zeros on those, or I can't remember how. It's been so long since I've done it. You know how you categorize your store.
Yeah.
So,
I don't use those, but I think some people put like a big amount, or some people put 0. I think they put 0. Some of them.
I think it's 0, or I think the last time that I did it, it wouldn't let me do 0. I think it had to be like $3 or something.
I see some people put like 999, like they put like a crazy number in or something, so that no one's going to buy it.
Right. So, but you do that, and then you just organize it into your closet, and you follow from, once you get it the way you want it, then you follow, or you share your store from bottom up, so that way everything stays in place. Because when you are sharing, when you're up at the top and you're sharing your closet, everything is going to go. The first thing ends up at the bottom. The first thing that you share, right?
Oh, Kathy says we can put zeros.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, and that's how you do that. I have noticed I had those up at first, and I noticed that those really made it hard to. I mean, I was constantly going in there and trying to reorganize and and it's just, you can spend all day doing that. And
I have too much stuff in there right now.
Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah. So
and then when you have a party that's like everything kids or plus size, especially plus size, because plus size, it's all different things. You could have a plus size dress, skirt, tops, jeans. So if you put it all in there, you have to reorganize your closet after that 2-hour party or whatever.
Right. Yeah, it's a pain. So I don't. I try to categorize them the best that I can, but I'm not a big stickler on there.
Thank you, Marcel.
What happened?
Oh, it's Marcel. Oh, okay.
It's Marcel, not Kathy.
Oh.
What happened?
Nothing. I was just saying that it was Marcel and not Kathy.
Oh, okay. You can. Yeah. Okay, you can put zeros. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for coming in, Marcel. All right. So, Karen's at the beach. I'm confused by new categories on Poshmark, Posh app. When you click on women, now Posh Markets come up, but doesn't break down clothing categories. When you click on women.
Oh, they have that new thing before. They used to have, like for a guy, and I'm on my phone, so I can't show. They used to, like, if you were a guy looking for a shirt and you went into my booth, you couldn't pull out just men's stuff, but now you can. You can just click. It says, if you look on your phone, it says like all women's, men's. That's just to pull out if you just want to look at men's stuff in that booth. And that's a new thing that they just came out with, like just like maybe a week or so. I don't even, maybe it's 2 weeks. I'm not sure. Under all, it'll say men's, women's. So if you're in my booth or my shop and you hit men's, you don't have to look at my women's stuff if you just want my men's stuff.
Right.
So I think that's what she's getting confused on. That's just letting you pull out.
Right.
Because if you want to sort it, if you want to sort it, then you go through the filter part that says a little filter. And that's when you can pick out, I think that's where it is. Like I said, I'm on my phone.
Joke Lady wants to know, where do you get the pics? You can get them on Google.
You make them.
Yeah, you can make them yourself.
You can make them. You can copy them. Pinterest has a lot. You can screenshot them. You can save them to your, do the same, the save image, and but they don't have them in a certain place. You have to look for them, and then if you want them to say something on them, then you have to make them. So, all right. But I think that's a great thing that they started with, the categories. That way, you can choose what kind of stuff you want to look at. If you're, looking to shop, you can pick a certain category and do that.
Yeah,
So I
that's what
think
they
that's
said,
great.
because a lot of people were going into, like, my booth. I have mainly women's stuff, but I do have men's stuff. So if you're a guy, want to look at my women's stuff.
Right.
Or
That
you
makes a
might,
lot
but
of
you might
sense.
not. But you have the opportunity not to. Or if you want to look at kids, you don't have to look at the women's and men's. You could just go straight for the whatever you're looking for.
Right. Okay. Shantae says, I've seen people mark former host picks, but I don't know how if you should. I don't know what that means. I've seen people mark former host picks.
They probably just put it was like a host pick. They'll put like a little banner in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's just something they
This,
do. Like, just like we put Posh Ambassador, they don't put it. It's something you do. So they probably just do
it's
that so that
just
more advertising.
catches.
It was picked just to get more.
Yeah. Catches somebody's eye. If you say that, it's kind of like clickbait, brings people in, catches somebody's eye, all of that. Mother's Mustache says, can you sell dog toys on Posh? No.
Mm-mm.
Nope, they're very limited in the items that you sell. Even though I've seen a lot of things that we all see things that you're not supposed to list on there. But
I listed 3 things I wasn't supposed to, but I didn't realize that now I'm not going to take it off. It was a blanket. So I'm like, oh well. They take it off. They take it off.
yeah, I mean, I just
I
that's
usually ask, like, I asked about Halloween costumes, and after I get the response from them saying yes, you can, I went to go list one, and of course, one of the drop-down menus was costumes. I'm like, they must think I'm dumb. Like, really? Why don't you try to list it? But I just wanted to
yeah.
make sure.
I didn't know. I
I didn't
was
know either, and especially if I want to say it on this show, I don't want to give people wrong information. If I do it at my own booth, it's my own problem, but I wouldn't want to relay that.
yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Um, only clothes, accessories, shoes, jewelry,
Makeup.
makeup, new makeup. Let's see. What about vintage hat boxes? Mm,
No, I
I would.
wouldn't think
I
so.
would say
No, it's
probably
if you
not.
can't wear it, it's usually not.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a good rule of thumb. If you can't wear it,
Yeah.
you can't list it.
Yeah.
Which I think is good though, because it is keeping it. And if you have vintage hat boxes, you're probably better off selling on Etsy, because that's where you're going to get the people that are collectors for that kind of thing. You're going to make more
Yes.
money. You'll make more money on Etsy on that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely.
You want a forum where people are actually looking for that kind of stuff
Right.
Mm-hmm.
instead of on Poshmark they'd be just passed up all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
It's okay, Carol. We have dogs that bark too.
Oh, yeah. Ringo is like, he's got his little um rind or whatever, and
Yeah,
so he's happy as pie.
keeping them shut up over there.
Mm-hmm,
Last
mm-hmm.
night I was trying to talk to Valerie and I was like, "Oh my God, your dog is barking so much tonight."
He's
every
got a
time I come
place.
on here, Toby needs to go out. He always, if I'm on this, he always has to go to the top of the stairs. Needs to go out. Then there's always somebody that goes by. I live in like the city, so.
Of course.
Well, there he is. Did your jaw get tired? Hmm.
My dog's a disaster. Okay.
So, any other questions? How have your sales been on Poshmark? It's quiet.
Who are you asking? Me?
whoever
Oh,
wants.
I didn't know who you didn't. I didn't know. I'm like. Actually, mine were really slow last week, and this weekend I sold a lot. Like from this weekend on, I sold a lot. But I've been sharing a lot, which is really strange. I've been my own stuff. I've been trying to just keep sharing because I want to get rid of the stuff. So
Yeah.
it seems to be working.
See?
I know. I pulled the Valerie. I'm like, that's all I keep doing.
Oh.
But it did. It picked up sales. Sales picked up, and then I do have 811. So, like, at this point, something's got to sell.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. And I've kind of, since I'm trying to do this whole juggling of, getting my eBay back on track, I have to say Poshmark is kind of taking a back seat to things for the moment, and I try to share on there and I try to list, but I'm just kind of focusing. I got to get my eBay back. I feel like I've gotten, not that I'm going to get sales with the listings, the amount of listings, but I feel like I've kind of built it up enough. So if I share every once in a while, that should be good for now, but I don't want to do that too long because I don't want things to get stale. I want to keep moving stuff out.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, so I was just going through my Posh stats on what I need more of to be an ambassador.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things is direct sales, direct shares,
Mm-hmm.
and so I pulled up the thing that explains what a direct share is,
Mm-hmm.
and it says a direct share sends a listing directly to a posher's dressing room. It's similar to sharing, except instead of tapping share to followers, you select the individual posher you want to share the item with or the listing with. Direct shares will not reorder listings in your closet and will not be broadcast to the feed of all your followers. Okay, so if you are so you're sending, so I'm sending one of my to get the direct share. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sending one of my things in my closet to somebody else's closet.
Mm-hmm. You send it, right into the direct feed, so their closet. So you click on, there's a picture of all the people that you follow. Just say you have Val's picture up there. You know how they have that whole, I don't even know where it is. It's that banner. It shows all the pictures of people that you're following.
Yeah.
You click on one of them, and then you send it. You share it, and then you click on one of those people to share it. So it goes directly to that one person only.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's a direct share. So if you had somebody, just say I was a frequent buyer, this is why they use it, a frequent buyer, and I liked nativity sets. Well, we can't sell nativity sets there, but this nativity set sweatshirts, and you had them, and you knew I collected them, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would say, oh, I got a new one. Let me let her know that I got a new one. So that they just want you to get, the reason why they have that people do this, so everybody knows all the nuances of the actual pot, what you can do with it.
Right.
So when you do have that happen, you'll know how to direct share it. That's why they make you do it, to become so you learn all the differences.
I think that's genius. I mean, because a lot of times, I mean, like me and Carol, we just kind of jumped in and, learned as we go.
I learn as I go all the time. Like I said, if anything anybody can get out of it is that you don't have to know every aspect of it to list one or two items.
Nope.
Right.
And there's enough people that you can reach out to and find out how to do stuff.
Right.
And a lot of it's, unless you're really illiterate on the computer, which you wouldn't be on any websites, but you can do it.
Yeah.
I jump in and then I worry about the consequences later.
All right. Let me go over here to the chat.
Swamp was asking a question about love notes.
Love notes. So love notes, that's where
he knows what it is. He was just asking. He says, if I'm at 63%, by buying something and leaving a love note, what percent will it boost you for the?
I don't know. I don't know what it would. I'm not sure what it would put
the
you
main
at.
things. The sharing is the main percentage of ambassadorship. I don't even know what that love note's a little component. I'm not sure. You know,
they basically just want to. Like you were saying, they want you to know how to use that option.
Right. If you ever need to use it in the future, which is smart to do.
Right.
Right. So I would say that's like, I don't know, I'm going to guesstimate here, like 10 to 20% or whatever, because there's like 10, oh no, how many are there? There's to share yours, share others, buy something, direct shares. There's like 6 or 7 different things. So you just split that.
Right. Posh is recruited. Yeah. Your sales. You have to have 15
Oh, yeah, sales. 15 sales. Yeah. So those things I think take more precedence over buying, 2 items or something like that, or 1 item. I forget what it is now.
Yeah, I think it's 1 item. But yeah,
I mean, a love note. But, it's, just say it's like a 10%. The main thing, it took me forever, is to share other people's items. That took me the longest time. I'm not sure why, but it did.
Yeah. Well, I think, when you're getting used to that, it's kind of hard to figure out how to, when you're first starting out, it's kind of hard to figure out how to share other people's closet and how to share their items in their closet. So once you learn that, between that and you sharing your own closet, those are probably the 2 most important,
right.
things.
The other thing is just to, that's why they don't ask to do as many, you know what I mean? They just want you to know what it is to buy something, to leave a love note, to do, but the main thing is sharing and yours and others.
Yeah. Can you talk about closet clear out and other promotions? Once you've dropped your prices for those things, do you go back and raise them again? Actually, what you have to do when you drop those prices, you actually have to, if you want to increase them, because it knows that historical amount, and you have to, the listing will be, what is it, 10%?
You can change the prices back. Like if I have something that's $15 and I do the closet clear out to 10, I can put it back to 15. But the next time you have a closet clear out, it's going to take off the lowest historical price, not the 15. So
it's going to take
it'll
it
be $8. Yeah. So that's the only thing that comes to play. But I don't make any sales on the closet clear out. I don't know why, but I just.
You just don't, huh?
I know. I haven't.
Love note is 13% of ambassador status.
Okay.
Okay, there you go. I wouldn't even know that, like what the percentage was, because I was just clicking everything just to get it. But I said between 10 and 20. I took a guess because he figured how many,
Yeah, Karen's at the beach says sometimes I just delete the item and relist it with the new price.
Right. If you relist it with the new price, but
that's probably the better way to go, and that way, you can start back at the top again, and you're not going to get, they're not going to charge you that, or it'll have a new historical date or price on it, so you won't have to, worry about that.
I did a ton of the last closet clear out. I'm like, I'm determined to clear out stuff. I went through I want to say maybe 300-400 of my items. Didn't sell a darn one. So guess what? I had to go back. So for me, it wasn't even worth my time. I'm just going to make offers. I make more sales from offers to likers than I do the closet clear out. Some people are the opposite. I'm just saying what I've had.
Yeah.
I guess depends what you have. And I have high end stuff. I have low end stuff. I have everything in between. So,
yeah.
Because I have retail arbitrage as well as thrifting. So it's not just, I have stuff from Nordstrom's and that sort of, I have high end things, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the way to do it. If you buy something, wait until they offer you free shipping, so you can, like something. If you really want something, you can put do a heart, and they'll probably send you an offer. And, when they do that, I do a lot of free shipping. Of course, my price, that's built into my price.
Well, that's the thing with the closet clear out too. People like it because Poshmark will cover the discount, but they do it based on what the price of the item. Like, so if I have a Kate Spade jacket in my booth right now, I think it's like a couple $100 or $300 or whatever it is. So they would probably do free shipping on that. But if I give them something that's $20, they're only going to do partial shipping. They're not going to pay the $6 to ship it.
Right.
I'm sure. But it depends on item. You don't know what that discount, but that's why people like it, because you don't have to pay it as a seller and they don't have to pay it as a buyer. Posh picks it up. But it has not helped me. So I do like you do, Val. I usually do, depending if it's low price, I'll just do the $1.50. But if it's a higher price and I have enough cushion, I'll do the free shipping.
Yep.
And that does make a difference, because I wasn't doing that at first until you said that, Valerie, that you did that. And I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. And I did it. And it does make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm all about charging for shipping on eBay, but it's a different animal over here on Poshmark, and they like, even though they probably know that it's built into the price, it still looks good, and their eyes light up, when they get something for free shipping, and so, that's how I get a lot of sales, just by doing that.
Yeah, it did make a difference when I started doing like you did. So that was a good tip from you, Val, that I got from
and
you.
I just cushion. I cushion my prices. If I'm going to sell something for $20 over on eBay, I'm going to sell it for $30 over on Poshmark. And I got $10 to kind of finagle around, 6 for shipping and a couple of dollars for a discount. So, and that's kind of the way that I look at it. So, make sure to comment when you rate your purchase. I don't think it was really clear on the site that's when you have the chance to leave a love note. Oh, okay. All I did was I went into the I think I'm trying to remember where I did that. It must have been on the purchase that I made, and I went over to the the item, and left the person a little note. It's been a while back, so I can't really say what I did. Great stuff. Everything I liked was sold. Shared your entire closet to the men's style party. Good luck. Okay.
Ansley was asking how many followers. I think I have like 27,000.
Oh, Lord.
She said someone has 482. You can sit there and just try to get followers.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a way. You go into the new followers and you follow their followers.
I only have 3,000.
Yeah.
Followers. Let's see what I have. I have 39,837. And I have 83,000 shares and 93 following. 93,000 following. So.
Junk Lady, retail arbitrage is when you buy something at a retail store, like on clearance, and you sell it for a higher price.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people on Amazon do for their things, but.
Bridget says, question, does Carol share her whole closet all at once?
Not anymore, I don't.
Why not?
So you just
because I'd be Valerie. I'd be sitting there.
She wouldn't be able to leave her computer. She would just have to stay there, and once she got done, then it would be time for her to follow again or share her closet again. So she'd be there like all day and all night.
Yeah.
Because she has 800 listings. You know.
Which isn't a good thing. I want less, but
yeah.
I keep adding. I'm waiting for fourth quarter.
Yep. Yes, Ansley, you are doing that right. She said, am I doing this right? I hold down the pick on the pick, choose share, then choose followers. Yep, exactly.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, she has a lot.
Marcel's like, I know. Yeah, Marcel, you don't have to share as many as you do in my closet. You can just do a couple. I have to
Only
limit mine.
Only like 500.
You have 500 items in your pool?
No. I was saying we only have to share a little bit, like 500.
Yeah. I feel bad when he does so many. It's like, oh my God. Because my list, and I'm sure I need an updated list from you, Valerie, of more people if they went into your thing. So the ones I have, it's like, oh my God, it takes like an hour to go through everybody's booth. And I'm sorry, Val, but yours is at the end because it's VZ closet, so it's like near the end. You get like the last ones. You and Kathy get like near the end. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
I go down the list and it's like, oh my God, I'm still not down there yet.
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to do all the shares. I've had to kind of, because I've actually I have this one person that is, I don't know, they shared my closet, and they only did like maybe 6. And when they do that, I don't know, it's a me thing, but I'll go in there and I'll share 12 of theirs. And then they'll come back. This particular person, we just kept going back and back and forth. So it's like a sharing tag or something. It was actually kind of cool. And so I kind of beat them, and so they sent me a little message and said, well, since we're playing, share tag, I'll get you back, tomorrow or something like that. But it was kind of cool.
That's cute.
Yeah. So, and now they're just like somebody, that I normally will share their closet. So it's kind of like, I don't know, you kind of I made a friend, so it was kind of cool. So.
And here's Sally, who never comes on the Posh Pit, has the thing of the day. Bridget didn't know you could hold down and share either. The tip of the day goes to Sally.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, yay, Sally!
I'm telling you stuff like that. I mean, like that will help. I mean that can really change things for people.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
That's super easy. I mean, I like sharing on my desktop too. I think sharing on my desktop is faster than actually is my phone.
Oh yeah.
But if I'm gonna be in my bedroom or something on my phone or outside, I can sit there and just do it on my phone then. And it'll be faster.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that's
can share your
true.
names if you want.
Yeah, you guys can share your closet name. That's fine. Um, yeah, Shantae says I think we should share like 4 to 10 of each person. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing too is if you share whatever you can share. You do whatever you can do. If you don't get it one day, get it the next. You know. Um I'm not keeping track.
Yeah, I
So,
try.
you
I
know.
try to start at the bottom one day and go up, and I know that if I don't finish it that day, then I can, do the next one, and
Yep.
I'll start from the top and go down, so I make sure I get it.
Yep. That's
I
a
think when you're
perfect way
trying
to
to,
do it.
I think plus when you're trying to get ambassador, you tend to share more. Then
Mhm.
after a while, then you get like, because we're doing this, we have such a list. It's not just like a couple of friends. Now you have a list of like 20 something people, and you're like, oh
Right.
no,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It does take a lot.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if people don't share mine either. It's whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
whatever
it
you
doesn't. Yeah, I don't get upset if I share
I
stuff with somebody's and they don't get mine. I'm not upset about it. I don't. To be honest with you, well, I do notice when they share a lot because it's like I have to scroll down to see if anybody liked anything. But other than that, like I don't. It doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
You do what you
we're
can
not
do and don't feel bad about it.
no. No,
It's
because
not a
there's
contest.
No,
no. No, no, no.
except for Glenn because he insulted me earlier, so he has to share my whole entire booth.
Oh my gosh, you're in trouble. Yeah, just do the best you can.
Yeah,
We're,
no
you
one's
know, we're not gonna
no one. Yeah,
keep
no one's.
track.
There's no policing of sharing. If you
Mm-mm,
don't want to do
mm-mm.
it, you don't do it.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, just that's the things. Just do the best you can. Um, you know, Sometimes you only have time to do the first row. And that's okay. You know, if you
Yeah, and
create,
as people get more and more too, you're not going to be able to share their whole closet.
right, right,
Everybody's listening. Even Sally's has gone up. You know what I mean? Like every time you sit there and do it,
Dwayne,
do a
share.
share and die. All right, you have to share Dwayne's, or he's going to kill you. But the rest of us are okay with it.
Yeah, you know, and definitely don't, always remember to share your closet first
That's
Yes.
because
yes.
you are the only person that can ensure that your closet is going to be shared. So always, always, always share your closet first. So, you know, it just it's a good thing to do. It's a good rule of thumb. And I will tell you, uh, you know, before when I was really hot and heavy, it was, I was sharing every 2 hours. It's not like that anymore. I've 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 laxed, gotten a lot more lax. I need to tighten it up a little more, and do it more. But
Yeah, but you just got back to the big eBay thing. So you're paying money for that. You got to keep up with
yeah,
that. I
yeah,
know because I had the big store and
yeah. So I'm trying to juggle both of them right now, or all three, four, five, whatever, however many I
that's
have. Um, it's actually going to be going down to probably two, maybe three. I'm going to close out the other accounts, but um, yeah. So I'm trying to juggle everything like just like everybody else is. So um, I understand, and but you do you first. Always remember that. Then you're not. Nobody's going to say anything. And if they do, let me know. To the moon, Alice. To the moon. Yes, we love Kathy.
I know it's EY, but I'm awful typing when my fingers are too big for. I need a keyboard.
Yeah. If they don't have a Meet the Posher, I just go to one of their items, and then that way it's I just heart one of their items, and then I just click on their store.
Miss Shannon Schweeder's got 882 listings.
I know she has got a lot. Thank you for all the shares, Shannon. I appreciate it.
So there's someone crazier than me out there. Thank goodness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Like I said, I sold a lot this week. I sold like 8 items on there.
That's awesome.
This weekend, I shouldn't say. Yeah, this weekend. Yeah, last week it was like dead. It was like crickets over there, and then this weekend.
Yeah, I think I sold 3 items over there. I sold that $50. I was so happy about that $50 skirt.
Yeah, I would be too.
I was like ecstatic. So that was great. But yeah, I mean, I've been okay. I try to do at least one a day, one sale a day. So if by the evening I notice that I haven't gotten any sales, then I'm going to start going out there and shaking up some trees and lighting some fires and trying to get some sales.
Swamp was saying I have 900 plus items. I don't. Swamp, on that shows you all the items. It also includes the solds on there.
Right.
So I only have 800 and something. The rest is sold items. So I have like 100 and something sold.
Yep. Oh, wow.
You only have 82 active. The rest was sold. How long have you been doing
Holy moly.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Really?
Good
That's
for you.
amazing. That's awesome.
eBay's still my lead place I sell, but
I deleted a few hundred actives of my actives last week to do redo listings. Oh wow. So you've done really well. That's good. That's awesome. Let's see. If I'm beginning to think that I do not sell, just list for the pretty pictures.
Dwayne, we've seen your videos of your sales. Come on now.
I need to start doing my mail call videos again.
Yeah,
I really need to get those started back
You
up
need to do
again.
videos of it so when you become monetized and not live, right? Because
they can watch them after
that's true.
after
That's
they're
true.
live. They can
That's true.
rewatch them and get monetized. I'm at I think 890, so I'm like 110 away.
Oh, let's all make sure that Val gets. Hopefully, everybody's make sure everybody's subscribed, because sometimes you think you are, and then you realize you're not, and you're like, oops.
Yeah. So go in there and subscribe for me. Yeah,
Oh yeah, 890 you have. Yep.
I am so close. So close, yet so far away. But
and it seems like once people get over 1,000, all of a sudden it jumps after that.
Yeah.
Like it takes them forever, not forever, but like a long time to get to 1,000. Then they hit 1,000, then all of a sudden like 1,300. It's like, how did they get an extra 300 so quick?
Yep. Hey, Chris. Do you see any pattern to what you sell? For instance, brands that sell quickly for you.
Let me see what I sold this week. Mine's all over the place. I don't really sell a specific item.
Let me get my phone real quick, because I think I was gonna say I sell probably the majority of like skirts, but
I think she's looking for like a maker, like brands. Like if it's,
brands.
yeah, I think she's asking about brands, right? Is that what she's asking about?
I think so.
Yeah, any kind of pattern, any pattern to what you sell. So if it's brands or if it's style of clothing or
Mine, every single one I sold has been a different. Well, Lucky Brand sold. Lucky Brand does good. I sold more Lucky Brand. Nike does well on there.
yeah.
Cabby,
Um,
Cabby does well. Then I have a lot of like like Avenue and Banana Republic and.
I've only sold 5 on Poshmark, but I sold 2 purses and 3 bathing suits. So that's kind of like, maybe that's a thing for me or something,
yeah.
My stuff is all over the place.
Mine is too. I've sold bras, Victoria's Secret. Victoria's Secret does really well.
Yes.
And then I've sold shoes, sandals do really well. Um,
Shoes do well because it's the $6.49 shipping.
yeah.
So shoes and boots and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Like boots are not in right now, but because it's summer. But those, because everybody wants the cheap shipping.
Yep.
Because it's only $6.49. If you do it on another, like on eBay, you're going to be paying the £2 rate or whatever.
Yeah. Always keep that in mind when you're getting ready to list those big bulky jackets or those sweaters and stuff like that, because people are looking at that. They're saying, well, you know, I don't want to pay the shipping on it, or the shipping's on it's going to be, if I buy it from eBay, it's going to be like $10 or $11. Then I don't want to pay that. But if they see it over there on Poshmark and it's $6.49, that's going to be better shipping. And then if they get free shipping, that's even better. I have a feeling, I have a weird kind of feeling. That's one of the reasons why I do want to bulk my store up, is because I think fourth quarter is going to be amazing. So so I'm thinking right now, get your sweaters up, your jackets.
My
I know.
my brands are all over the place. And then like I have stuff that I sold from Old Navy. It's more style. I think a lot of it's style, what they see and what's in on Poshmark, more so than eBay. Like I sold Free People, Hollister, everything's there's
Yeah,
no rhyme or reason to mine.
yeah. Valerie says, I guess the best way to get the rest of your subscribers is to do a 24-hour marathon show.
That's true.
I guess that's one way to do it.
Friday Night Lights, baby.
Might have to do that.
You kind of do it every listing challenge. You're on there for like 8 hours. I don't know how you do it.
That's actually, it doesn't seem that long now that we've been doing it. Or it doesn't seem like it's that bad. So
yeah, it seems like it's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Really?
Like, yeah.
It doesn't seem bad. So we could do like a 24-hour, that would be rough though. But hey, that's the sound I was waiting for right there. Yes, sirree. I sold some makeup.
Good.
So sorry about that. That was the first one of the day, and I'm just like,
oh.
Finally.
Thank you, Jesus.
Oh, Sharky Mom deals. I finally got my first sale that didn't get canceled 45 minutes later. I'm glad that you did.
That's awesome.
Yep. Green Thrifty Live says I've had 30 sales so far on Posh, but it's at a rate of maybe 1 to 2 a week. I find it super time consuming, but was reading about the 30-minute method, so I'm going to try that for a while. I think it works. It kind of keeps things lined up where, you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. Sometimes it's going to take you longer, than 30 minutes, but if you get into that routine of doing it that way, then you should be good. Yeah, I really enjoy Poshmark. I think it's a great platform. It just seems very easy, very, I don't want to say like dumbed down, but it's just very user friendly. I think that's a good word for it. But next I'll be listing my jewelry on there. I have some jewelry to put over there, so I'm getting ready for that. So we'll see what happens with that.
That'd be good.
I did erase that. I missed during sharing the closet. I hit bundle instead of share.
Oh.
No, you don't need to erase it. It's fine. No worries. All right, guys. I think unless anybody has a question, any more questions, let us know. But I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for this episode of the Posh Pit. Sharky Mom Dill says, do any of you find that there's a private discount level combo that seems to get your customers to bite? Depending on where my price is, I find 20% and free shipping really does get them. I will say I'm kind of stingy though. Usually if the item, I have a certain limit, and so if it goes under that limit, I usually won't do free shipping. So if I'll do like a 10%, and I'll do $1.50 off.
There's Angie.
So.
Hey, Angie.
Hey, Angie. So, but yeah, that's kind of the free shipping. Really is even if you can do 10%, that free shipping will usually hook them. So. Sally's was the tip of the century. Now I'll be able to share so much more. There you go.
Good, I'm glad.
That's it, Sally. Next week you're on Posh Pit, according to Sally.
I don't know about that. I might
See, I told you had the best tip.
Yeah, you had the best tip. Absolutely.
I was like, I found that out, and I'm like, I have to tell everybody.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Great to know about that.
So if you guys ever see anything else like that, let us know, because some people don't know. Some people know. Some people don't.
Well,
know.
you just assume that people know, because if you do it all the time, you just assume that everybody else does it the same way, and it's.
Yeah, and I just totally messed up and found out how to do it.
Well, sometimes there was another one. There was another tip that I forget. Oh, the calculator. Remember last week? Val, we're like, oh, you hit that. Val's like, oh, I didn't know that. It was like, it's something that you just assume. But if you do it a certain way, you tend to do it the same way. And like if I'm doing it the harder way, like if you just like you said, if you're doing it going to the share, and all of a sudden you just get used to doing it that way, so you're not looking for another way.
Right. Grandma Wrinkle says she missed the tip, Sally. Can you do it again?
Okay, so if you're, I get my Posh mark. Okay, so if you're in your closet and you just hold down the picture, it comes up with a little thing that says like or share. And if you hit share, it'll bring up the thing that says followers. And then it'll take it right back to the closet.
Mm-hmm. So if you're doing a lot of sharing from your phone, that can really help out a lot. You know, that can do a lot for you. So keep that in mind when you're just try it out. See if you like it, you know.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference.
It is. And, you know, I like sharing on my computer because it's fast, because I got the big screen or whatever, and I can do a lot at one time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but if I'm in my, like I said, if I'm in my bedroom or outside or something and I don't have my computer, then I can, you know, do it that way instead of, you know, on my computer. So.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, share all your followers.
Ansley was saying different layout on my phone offers to bundle it to there.
What kind of phone does she have?
I don't know. I seen that earlier. I don't know.
That's on your store though. That's if, what is that?
I wonder if it's on somebody else's.
Like if you're on your closet and you hit that corner button, it tells you share my closet and seller tools.
Right. So if you go to, so if you go to somebody else's closet and you push that, it says add to bundle, liked, and share. So you just pick the share button and it'll take you to your followers. So Grandma Wrinkle says she's been working on moving, sorting mom's things, and my own. Got to have a yard sale. I'm sharing y'all's closet. Okay, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's when you're sharing somebody else's. It comes up like this. Add to bundle, like, and share.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thanks for everybody for joining and all the questions and all the input. We appreciate it. And
if you ever have anything in the middle of the week or whatever and you need to, like, put it on the group post or something, go and do that.
Yep. Just go in there and put it up. Put a question, you know, in there, and then somebody will be able to answer it probably pretty quickly. But also, we can take that question and put it on the show too. That way, everybody knows about it. So, all right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow in the morning. Bye. Thanks for joining us.